Hi guys, and welcome back to Simple Fresh Spirit. I'm Kaylee, and today's video is going to be all about minimalist ideas for New Year's resolutions. So as I've come onto this journey of minimalism, I've realised that a lot of the New Year's resolutions that I would set for myself in past years just don't quite match up with the things that I want to prioritise in my life now and the way in which I want to live my life during 2022. So I've got 8 ideas for New Year's resolutions for you, if that's yourself that's looking for them, or maybe a friend who's newly into minimalism, or anything really. Just 8 ideas of minimalist New Year's resolutions. Number 1 is to develop a morning routine. Now, I cannot stress enough how important it is to find that morning routine, one that works for you. Now, we don't all have to be people that get up at 6 a.m. and go out to the gym and have smoothies for breakfast every day. I know for sure I am not one of those people. I love a bowl of Cocoa Pops and a cup of tea, and I love a bath in the morning rather than a cold shower, and just find something that works for you. Just something that makes you happy, that's going to get you going, going to give you that motivation to really kick the day, and build up a routine that's manageable for you. Don't go putting yourself into a million different things that you're like, oh yeah, I really want to do that, I really want to do that. Find a routine that's going to make you happy, that's going to set you up for the day and give you that inspiration to get everything done in the day that you need to get done. Number 2 is to read a book every month. So over the course of the year, you will have read 12 books. And honestly, I don't read as much as I would like to read, but in 2022, this is one that I will be setting for myself, and I aim to read 1 book a month, just 1, and that could be any kind of book. So a short book, a long book, a story book, a fact book, anything. But reading is such an important part of life, and a lot of people that I know say, oh, I wish I could read more, I just don't have the time. And to be honest, most people do have the time, they just don't set it out. So set out a time in your day, in your week, in your month, to just sit down and read a book. Number 3 is to play the 30-day minimalist challenge. Now, I have watched so many videos on YouTube of people playing this challenge, and it looks like so much fun, and I personally will be trying to play this game in 2022. So basically what it entails is, on day 1 of whatever month it is, obviously we've missed January now, but that could be February, March, April, any month of the year that you feel like you're wanting to play this game, you start on day 1 and you declutter 1 item, and then day 2 you declutter 2 items, day 3 items, 4 items, and so on. And by the end of it, you will have decluttered so many items, and it is such a good way to just get your house into the state that you want it to be in. And you get to play a game while you do it. What more could you want? Number 4 is to learn a new language. Now, obviously I don't expect myself or anyone that takes this tip to be completely fluent in a language by the end of this year, but just to learn little bits of a new language, maybe be able to have a conversation with someone in that language. It's such a great skill, and I personally know that I want to go travelling, so having even just little bits of different languages in my vocabulary is going to make that so much easier. Number 5 is to keep a bullet journal. Now, this is one that I have yet to set up, but it's something that I am 100% going to be trying out in 2022. And it is such a great way to keep your life organised, keep everything planned, and just have it all in one place. And I cannot wait to get started on mine. I am currently looking for the perfect one, because I don't just want to buy some random notebook. I want to find the notebook. And I'm so excited. It's just the perfect way to keep yourself organised. Make sure you're on top of things, keep things planned, keep things, just know what you're supposed to be doing and when. Number 6 is to learn just one new recipe every month. And that by the end of the year, you will have 12 new recipes under your arm, ready to go. And I just think by broadening our taste palettes and the things that we eat and the things that we cook, it just gives us a whole new perspective on, well, not quite life, but it just gives us a new perspective, and having fresh food helps to give us fresh ideas and just keep us fresh. I don't know how to explain it, but in my mind it makes sense. Learn one new recipe every month. Number 7 is to stick to a budget. So at the start of the month or the end of the previous month, sit down, write yourself a budget, work out what you've got coming in, what you've got going out, what you've got left over, what you're going to save. Set yourself a budget and stick to it, and watch how much you can save in a year. I am so excited to do this one because I am so bad with my money. I am awful. I buy things that I don't need, and minimalism has dramatically improved it, but it's still not great. I'm still spending money on things that I don't need and things that just don't really serve me a purpose, but we're getting there. And sticking to a budget in 2022 is something that is going to majorly help me to cut back on things that I don't need, and honestly sometimes that I don't even want. And finally, number 8 is stick to a one in, one out policy. So this means if you were to go out and buy something today, for example, if I went out to go and buy a new plant, I would have to swap it for a plant that's already in my plant collection. Or if I was to go out and buy a new pair of jeans and I brought that home, I'd have to swap it out for one that I already own. Now obviously this doesn't include going out and replacing things, so if a pair of shoes wore out and I needed to go and replace them, I will be getting rid of the pair of shoes that has worn out, but I don't then need to go and throw away another pair of shoes because it's still the one in, one out policy. So just try and work with what you already have and find the peace and the happiness in all of the items that you already own, and I can guarantee you will be a lot happier for it. So that is the 8 New Year's resolution ideas that I have come up with for 2022. I can't wait to hear if you've taken on any of these ideas. Let me know if you're planning on sticking to one of them, or if you've got any ideas that you think I might like to try. I'd love to hear them, and feel free to let me know in the comments or my Instagram, TikTok. They're all open for messages, comments, things like that. So don't forget to subscribe. I would love to read your comments, and please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!